Hello and welcome, this is Best Foot Forward Shoes. My name is Harrison Cable. Thank you so much for checking out this video. It's really appreciated. Today we have the table out again. As you can tell, we're going to do a live unboxing. I literally just got these shoes in, so I set up the studio and I'm going to be unboxing these right for you here. So as you can see, we have a very nice Puma box here. This is a nice cardboard box. Let's give it an open up here. Go. Here we go. Oh, it's a nice black box we've got here with this one. It says Puma Select on it, so that's a very nice little touch. It's got some hits of shiny Puma branding on the side there. Let's open these bad boys up. Alright, so we've got some nice Puma wrapping paper here. A lot of paper. More paper. Alright. Nice. Wow. Just first things first, they feel very premium. They feel very nice. Let's get the other one out too. Nice, they're the same color. That's always a good first start. Let's take that stuffing out of here. Let's take the other stuffing. Colby. Alright, so what do we have here? These are the Puma Speedcat in the brown suede colorway. So these released here in Australia and around the world last week. I got them from the Puma store on Australian website. It was a pretty easy get. They are currently sold out in this color. However, there are still a few sizes available in this color and the blue color, which also released, and they're not going for too much over resale, so they're not incredibly tough to get, although these are definitely a hot and trending shoe. So a little bit of history on these shoes. If you didn't know, that these shoes come from a racing background. So originally they were worn by Formula One drivers to kind of get a little bit better grip on the pedals of their cars. They are very streamlined, very sleek. As you can tell, they have a very nice traction pattern, almost resembling like a tire type feel. That's exactly kind of what they feel like, to be honest. They look like some worn off tires that they've just stuck onto the bottom of these suede shoes. So you can feel that they've definitely leaned into that old sporting heritage vibe, and they've really accentuated all of the racing elements of this shoe. It really just kind of looks super fast with this streak, like it's just gone phew, like a car. It's also interesting how these shoes have become a part of that wave of recent shoes that are low tops, that are ex-football or racing or sporting shoes. You can think of like the handball Spezial, the Samba from Adidas. You can think of the Palermo that's also from Puma. Think of all those shoes that used to have a sporting purpose, and now they're being reinvigorated in a more lifestyle sense, which is really nice. And I think that it's really cool to see a shoe like this and other shoes of this nature getting a second life and a second kind of purpose, so to speak. Before we jump into some of the materials, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed and watched these videos lately and liked and commented and participated in any of the videos that I've done. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. We hit over 200 subscribers, which was our goal by the end of the year, and we're way past that, so I'm stoked already, and I'm so thankful to everyone who has given me any sort of support or love or anything. Thank you so much to everyone who's come on the podcast. I'm really enjoying doing that stuff, so thank you so much. If you really enjoy and like these videos, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate everyone who does. And it's kind of blown me away, the amount of support that I've gotten. So thank you so much to everyone who has over the last few weeks and months. So first of all, let's have a look at some of the materials on this shoe. So this is definitely a simple construction on this shoe. So most of all, you have a brown short-haired suede. It's very nice. It's very premium feeling. It's not super long, although I feel like if you are going to get this shoe dirty, it might be a bit hard to clean. Suede is always a little bit hard to clean. But as you can kind of tell, you have these really, really nice short-haired suede that's running all the way from the back to the front here. You have a few extra hits of this cream embroidered Puma logos. So first of all, you have one on the toe, and then you have one also on the side over here. It's still in that Puma branding. It's white embroidered, almost cream colored lace. And then you have one also on the back there as well. I like the classic Puma stripe done here. It's done in a very nice tumbled leather. You've got some really quality premium stitching on this shoe as well. It's definitely well constructed, and once I put these on feet, I'll give you a little bit more info on the sizing and what I think about the comfort of these. Moving around to the back of the shoe here, you have some synthetic polyester inner lining around the ankle here. You don't get a huge amount of padding on the ankle. It feels very thin. I'm not sure how that's gonna feel. This is definitely pretty thin, and I think you're gonna feel a lot of ground underneath these shoes. Like, you're not really gonna have a lot of cushioning and support on these shoes. So I mean, if you need a lot of cushioning and support, these probably aren't the shoes for you, but I'm gonna go and have a look at these shoes and try them out, and we'll see what we think of those. Lastly, with the materials, we've got a pretty standard brown lace. These are very thick laces. Puma usually gives some pretty thick laces with their shoes. The aglets are nothing special. It does feel like a GR shoe, but a lot of people have hyped these up to feel like something more. I feel like they're definitely a of the moment shoe, and one that a lot of people are getting onto and trying to put together with some really nice outfits. And then lastly, as I spoke about before, the sole is just this black rubber with a Puma logo in the middle. It feels, you know, very, very premium. It feels very solid. It's not exactly the most cushioned shoe. You can bend it a little bit, but I feel like these are going to give you little to no cushion support, but we'll have a test of these and see how they actually feel after a little bit. Alright, so that was pretty good. As you saw in the video there of me putting them on, it's definitely pretty easy to slip onto. Like, you can just basically run straight into the back, and there's really I didn't even have to do any laces. I only had to undo 2 laces there, so pretty easy to get on, pretty comfortable. So if you've seen any of my Puma Palermo videos that I've done before, if you just want to see that, it's just up here. The sizing on this felt exactly the same to the sizing on those. So they're not exactly wide foot friendly. I would say that I definitely felt the sides of my foot rubbing up against the sides, which wasn't uncomfortable, but if you had wide feet, these are definitely going to be a problem. I went with my true to size in this shoe, so I am a size 9 US, which is a 42 in Euro, and a UK 8. So these shoes definitely are good for your true to size. I felt like I had at least a finger's width of room at the toe box, which was okay. I just tightened the laces up just a little bit more, and it kind of made them a little bit more comfortable. I obviously don't like having a huge amount of room on my toes, and so despite having a little bit, I would definitely recommend going with your true to size. If you have wide feet, perhaps go up at least a half a size, but then you're going to run into the issues of having too much room on the toe. And if you don't like that, then unfortunately, I don't think that this shoe is going to work for you if you have incredibly wide feet. For the comfort on the shoes, I definitely liked the ground feel on these ones. They felt very, very nice. They felt very, very low to the ground and supported. The sole feels very nice. It feels very premium. It didn't give me a lot of cushioning, but if you know what Sambas and what the Palermos and other Puma Suede shoes feel like, you're definitely going to know the feeling that these shoes give you. They definitely weren't uncomfortable. I'm going to try and wear them for at least a couple of days before I would give any sort of final verdict. If you guys would like me to give an extra follow-up video on this shoe and after wearing it for a few days and how it felt over a while, I'll definitely pop that one in. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that one. So yeah, this is the Puma Speedcat. Definitely something that people are going to like. I felt like this brown color was definitely the most popular, and brown is definitely becoming one of my favorite colors over the last few months. It has a very nice retro vibe. It has a really cool aesthetic. I think the way that it feels is very nice. I think the price point is very reasonable. These were 180 Australian dollars, which is like roughly about 110, 120 US dollars. So really don't mind paying that much for a quality of this shoe. We'll give these a go over the next few days and I will report back on how these shoes feel over time. So again, thank you so much to everyone who has liked and who has subscribed over the last few weeks and months. It's really appreciated. Thank you all so much. Have a good day.